Hey everyone, happy Thursday. Hope you're having a great day. Today we're going to talk about the trials that are allowed by God. 1 Peter 1:3-9. Some people have the wrong idea about the Christian life. Once they become believers, they expect everything to be smooth sailing. Yet, Jesus made it clear that troubles are inevitable, even for God's children. John 16:33. His own life was no exception. So, even as his followers, we can expect difficulty through the causes of tribulation and circumstances. Some problems arise from the fallen nature of the world, while others result from ignorance, sin, and poor decisions. There's also the possibility that God himself allows trials. While the last option is hard to accept and sometimes painful, we need to remember that God never permits hardships unless he has a beautiful purpose for it. His promises gives us strength to endure, and he never leaves us. That's why when we encounter struggles, it's important for us to keep in mind that they can be for our benefit. Perhaps they are intended to purify and grow us. And maybe God's purpose is to test our endurance, devotion, and strengthen our trust in him. Or he might be revealing his super sustaining power. This side of heaven, we may never know the cause, but we can trust that God's character and ability to deliver us is always at hand. What trials are you facing now? Jesus understands your pain and longs to be the one you cling to in both good times and bad times. I remember the first time somebody told me that. And I was like, oh yeah, right. There's nothing you haven't been through that Jesus hasn't been through himself. And I thought, really? How does he know what I'm going through with my friends or relationships, death, heartache, grieving? Well, he does. Jesus' friends turned on him. His family turned on him. The world turned on him. He lost friends. He experienced death, grieved. He had to leave his mother and father. You can find a scripture for almost anything. Jesus didn't have a home. He was homeless. Sometimes they didn't have food to eat. People doubted him. Can you imagine? Jesus experienced fear, great fear. And when he went in the garden to pray, knowing he was going to have to die on the cross for us, and he said to his bestest friends, pray for me, please pray for me. And they didn't have a clue what was going to happen. They thought he was going to, save them from the Roman Empire. And he goes in the garden. He's sweating blood. That's how much fear he had for what was coming. And he says to God, take this from me, please. But if you can't, it's okay. I understand. And he knew that one of the disciples was going to betray him. So when he came back out of the garden And his best friends that he thought were praying for him, they're all asleep. They're not even keeping watch. The man was just in the garden, sweating blood, fearing for his life. And he comes out, and they're all sleeping. Can you imagine that heartache? Because you're thinking, okay, at least I have my best friends praying for me. At least I'm safe because they're keeping an eye out for me. And they're sleeping. Then imagine when Judas comes up, and you know Judas is the one that's going to betray you. And Judas is the one that kisses you on the cheek. And he's been with you the whole time. Or how about Mary and Martha? Whenever their brother died, and they say, Jesus, if you'd just been here, that wouldn't have happened. And he's thinking, do you not know who I am? By now, do you not know who I am? These are people that were with him every day. And their faith wavered. How great is your faith? Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow.